Edan, and I'm here to talk to you about the 1911 Shirtwaist Factory Fire. The Shirtwaist Factory Fire was allegedly had Hello, my name is Edan, and I'm here to talk to you about the 1911 Shirtwaist Factory Fire. The Shirtwaist Factory Fire had an estimated casualties of 150, not including any sort of injuries. Workers on the 8th, 9th, and 10th floor were unreachable by firefighters, as fire trucks' ladders only reached up to the 6th floor, meaning many people that day took their lives jumping from ledges, roofs, or anywhere possible to escape the fire in hopes of making it out alive. Here I'm going to show you a few pictures of the fire and the casualties that happened because of the fire. Shirtwaist Factory Fire not only exposed deadly consequences of dangerous work conditions, but also sparked major rebellion for proper safety protocols. What happened during the fire? Fire marshals were reported saying the fire hose was rotten and broken when he tried to pull it off the rack. When he tried to open the standard valve anyway, he found it rusted shut, meaning workers inside had no way to put out the fire, and all the fabric inside the factory also helped fuel fire, making it impossible for workers to escape the fire. It was even reported in the New York Times saying it's human, that's all you can tell. Bodies were described as massive piles of ashes and even congealed blood, making it horrific for standbyers witnessing the event. The unsafe conditions that made the situation so dangerous. It has been reported that the fire marshal even reported many issues with the building itself, such as few fire escapes, unworking sprinkler systems, and many workers were packed so tightly with high ceilings to get around city ordinances. One of the few exits that were used to escape the fire was a small elevator. The small elevator only worked for a few times to help carry a few people out, but eventually the elevator broke. So there were even fewer exits that workers were able to use, and many exits that were able to be in use were crowded or working very slowly, leading to many people having to take their lives to even try to escape the fire. Main point: how the fire transformed workplace safety and labor laws. It was reported that in the New York Times stating battle lines were drawn in the daily newspaper as public outrage about the fire generated calls for the blame to be laid at someone's door, as well as demands for safety regulations. All this destruction and loss had shown people how important it was to change safety standards they had. After the fire died out, people could take in the severe disaster. Crowds had gathered around the memorial and saw this was the final straw. Many charities were even set up that day. Many charities were also run by people who had lost many family members in the fire. There were estimated to be around 120,000 protesters, not including spectators. It was estimated to have 400,000 spectators of the fire and of the rebellion. Many people in the rebellion even threatened to blow up City Hall just so their point could be taken about safety regulations that needed to be updated. After the fire, building owners were prosecuted, and even during the trial, there were over 200 witnesses who described the horrific disaster. Many spoke about their experience and even described the sound of fire trucks, even the smell of the fire burning blocks away, inside watching hundreds of workers take their own lives by jumping. And then many had nightmares following. It is reported that after the factory fire, almost 60,000, I'm sorry. It is reported that about factory owners were charged of around $60,000, equaling to about $400 per victim. Also in response, a committee was formed to inspect factory safety precautions and regulations. Within 4 years, they had created 36 new laws in the state labor code. The National Labor Relation Act of 1935 was soon signed by President Roosevelt. Here are some of the few sites I used during this project. Because of the tragic accident that occurred during that day, many regulations were created that day. The Relation Act of 1935 allows workers quoted the right to self-organization to form, join, or assist labor organizations to bargain collectively through representatives of their own choosing and to engage in concerned activities for collective bargaining or other mutual aid and protection, as quoted from the National Archives. Move. Sorry, I have a cat. The Triangle Shirtwaist Factory exposed unsafe work conditions and exposed high injury risk and the lack of emergency preparedness by many companies.